my favourite way to engage with music really is to see a band live. Still, it's still the best way, I think.
Hello, it's Andy Backhouse here. We're at the All Points East Festival, and I'm very pleased to be joined by Jeremy from Everything Everything. How are you, mate?
Good, thanks, man. How are you?
Yeah, good. Last time I saw you a few months ago was in Leeds, and that was a really exciting tour because Cold Reactor and End of the Contender were doing the rounds, being huge radio hits. And then you brought out QWERTY Finger, and I think some of the younger people in the crowd were like, "Oh, I've not heard this before, but it's great."
Yeah, it's interesting because we're sort of still on Radio 1 in the UK, and we are still getting younger fans come in, and then we play songs from 14, 15, even more years ago, and they're quite different. You know, it's quite abrasive, younger stuff, which I'm glad we can still do. We basically have a pool of about 25, 30 songs that we can play at any given time, but if we try to step outside of those, and the ones that aren't really routine live, then we have to do quite a lot of work on them, really, to get them up to standard, even though there are songs. Some of us have better musical memories than others, put it that way.
Have you ever seen an Everything Everything covers band, or a band cover one of your songs?
We were talking about this the other day. I don't think it's that common, put it that way. We would love it if somebody wanted to do a tribute to Everything Everything. I think we would go to see most of those gigs. It would be really, really revealing.
Back in the day of the first record, Man Alive, I love that back in those MySpace days you were influenced by Radiohead and Nirvana and Destiny's Child.
Yep.
Do those bands still loom large?
Yeah, they do, just in our experience and just in terms of our own sensibilities, I think. And then the vocal style of Destiny's Child, despite the obvious differences between Jonathan and Beyonce, I think there was just an audacity and a dexterity to how they put their music together that really influenced us. And it's fun, you know, moves, it all sounds great.
What do you do when you pass hearing your own music in a DJ set at a festival?
That's very rare. It has happened, but I'm usually just happy to hear it. I do remember once being at Latitude, a long time ago, maybe 2012, something like that, and one of the stages that was open late, maybe the last place you could hear any music and have a drink, played Photoshop Handsome, and it sounded great. I would have thought anything sounded great at that point in the evening, to be honest, but I did enjoy that.
Jeremy, it's so great to see you as always. Thanks so much. Have a great All Points East.
Thanks to you too, man. Thank you.